What is going on, guys? FMU here. Welcome back to another episode of Rise of the Reds. Now, this is a little bit sooner in terms of fixtures than what I wanted it to be, but I felt like just recording, so I thought, screw it, let's go with it, and we'll just do it. It's just one of those things, alright? Big whoop, want to fight about it. So, anyway, we've had a good little run. Unfortunately, the FA Cup journey's over, but we gave it our best shot. Really pleased with the boys in the FA Cup. I think they've done a fantastic job. So last time out you saw us against Helzowen, we won 3-2, that comeback in the cup. We then beat Chasetown 2-1 in the league thanks to goals from Tombola and the man who is quickly becoming a legend, Hercules. He got a goal again, and then we beat Westfields by 3-0. Hughes, Tombola and Clayton with the goals in that. And then came the two FA Cup games against Tamworth. So I'm actually going to now click on and show you the goals in these games. We'll go through these, we'll have a quick little look at them while we're here. Let me just, while I'm doing this, let's just prepare ourselves ready for the soccer ball game when we do the live com. So today's live com is going to be the FA Vase or Vars, FA Vars, Vase, Vars, whatever. It's going to be that against, is it Easlington I think we're playing? I could be wrong. I'll have to double check that in a minute. I know we're away from home, and I want to give a few of the players that aren't getting games at the moment due to the fantastic form we're in the league. I want to give a couple of the fringe players a bit of a crack in this. If we do go out, then you know, so be it. It will be falling below our target in the competition, but I just feel like, you know, these players deserve a crack at it, and they either float, drown or swim. I don't know what I was trying to say there, but here is the Tamworth game. They took the lead. That Pereira was a bugger throughout the ties. Doherty actually got a hat-trick in this game. He actually scored 3 of their 4 goals. They were 1-0 up, and then you can see us here playing it around beautifully on this pitch. This pitch is beautiful, and Hercules slots in with the equaliser there. He is fastly becoming, he is everything I wanted him to be but didn't expect him to be. He's been fantastic so far. And then we started to play some really good stuff, and we were knocking it around well, but they were always very good on the counter-attack, as you can see. Boake Yardem with just a beautiful finish to make it 2-1. And then I thought it was all over at this point when Doherty broke through and made it 3-1. It just seemed every time they go forward they were scoring, and I was like, this is going to be a cricket score. But then Tombola, the penalty king, slots home yet another penalty for his 18th goal of the season already. Then we crop up with a lovely little bit of a move to get ourselves an equaliser through Connor Hughes. His 8th goal of the season. I was really impressed. Then comes the point where I think it's definitely game over. There's nothing coming from this. Nothing at all. We're on the attack. They hit us on the counter. Again, it's that ball through. Doherty gets his hat-trick. I think in game over, 78th minute, okay, fair enough. But then, substitute Mr. Stenson comes on and heads home on the 90th minute to make it 4-4, to bring them back down to Leicester Road. I was really pleased. I was just so over the moon with how well they played in that match. And then the replay came, and unfortunately we just didn't have it in the tank. They won 2-1. Hercules gave us the lead on 24 minutes, but they overpowered us in the end. The quality outshone us. We just couldn't sort of get that final touch at the end of the movements in the second half to get an equaliser. But we did do this in front of 909 fans. There was 101 away fans, but 909 is a fantastic gate for us, so we made a bit of dollar off that, so that was really pleasing. And all in all, I think we did really well against Tamworth over the 2 games. We were unlucky to get knocked out, really. Overall, it was just their quality just slightly more there than ours at the end of the day. But a bit of a drizzly evening or afternoon in Hinckley, but Hercules gave us the lead on the 24th minute, his 4th goal of the season. I just can't get over how wonderfully he's doing. And then again, look, you can see it here, that break happening once again. Tried all sorts to counter it. Poor defending there from us. It's just a quality thing more than anything at this level. And Thomas Grant there, you saw Pereira getting down the wings and popping it in. Again, on the break, you know, we were kind of going at them. Again here, look, like a wave, we're coming forwards, started to play it around nicely, but just one pass too many. Seal lost it, and it was quickly turned around. Doherty was in. Keeper tried to come out and close him down, but just couldn't do it in the end. 2-1 to Tamworth. All in all, we really did put a good shift in, really gave it our all. Just wasn't enough on the day. So today is, yes, it is Easington Colliery. We're away at the Easington Welfare Park. I think it's called the ground. Pretty sure it is. Can't find where it is. Never mind, let's have a look. Let's just have a quick look. It's not got a proper ground picture. That's the sort of standing ground picture that they have. But yeah, the Easington Welfare Park holds 2,000 people all together. They've got a, oh, look at that. They've got a handsome bunch. They've got a handsome bunch. Especially Mark Powell. He looks fine and dandy with his sexy dreadlocks and beard combo. He's looking good. He's looking good. I like it. They're 16th in their respected division, which is the Northern League Division 2. So they're not ripping up any trees, but they're not exactly a terrible team. So, you know, who knows what to expect. But they're from the level below ours, so the level we were at last season. But, oh yeah, by the way, Kenny Vincent has gone out on loan, just briefly. He's gone out on loan to Warsborough Bridge Athletic. So he's gone out there. And we've also loaned out Mr. Sandu. He has gone to Woodbridge Town. So they're both out on loan. A couple of youngsters have also gone out on loan to like really small teams, so we don't need to really worry about those too much. But today, like I said, I wanted to give a couple of players a bit of a run out and a couple of players a rest. So Hazelden can get a rest, McGlinchey can go in there. I'm actually going to pop Stenson in for Hercules for this, Harry Clayton for Hughes. Faramond is going to get a go in goal today because he's been missing out for a while. I'm actually going to give a debut. I think it's a debut. Or did he play last season? No, he didn't play last season. So Tom Rennox is going to get a debut today. What's his best position? Left back. So a very rare dropping of Mr. Brown. And Ryan Wilkins is going to also play in the middle. We're going to let Jeffs come out for that. And I think that's probably going to be about it. Charlie Brown, maybe. No, we'll leave Charlie Brown on the bench for now. But we'll pop him on the bench. And we're going to pop Atuhu on the bench because I'm trying to get him into the mindset of playing as an attacker. So we'll give him a run out up front as well, just to see how that goes. But that is going to be the team for today. We're going to swap it up a little bit, like I say. Just wanted to give some of the fringe players a bit of a run out. They deserve a crack. And I think some of them are pushing, personally, to be first team players. It's like Wilkins, he's playing in the under 21s a lot, or the under 23s, sorry, a lot, and he's doing really well, quite a lot. He's quite a rock for them, to be fair. So I thought it only fair to give him a bit of a run out. Obviously, some of them are not going to be in the greatest of. Oh no, actually, they're not too bad. Yeah, they're not too bad, I suppose. I was going to say, I thought the under 21s had played, or the under 23s had played, but they haven't, so that's not too bad. So we're going with Faramond, Bird, Benjamin, Wilkins, Pennock, McGlinchey, Banton, Seal, Stenson, Tombola, and Clayton, with Hughes, Holt, Brown, Hercules, Hawkins, Brown again, and Atuhu on the bench. So we'll see what this holds for us. I honestly don't know how Rennox, Wilkins are going to fare in the team today, but we'll soon find out. I'm hoping they do well. So this is their chance to sort of start staking a claim to be involved in the first team. They've had their first attack. It was dealt with okay-ish, I suppose. Perhaps would have liked the defender to have closed it down a little bit more. Wilkins has given a penalty away after 11 minutes of his senior debut. That's not great. Or did he play? He didn't play in the game last season. I know Rennox did, but I can't remember if Wilkins did. Oh, Powell, the man with the dreadlocks, has missed the penalty. Faramond there. First game of the season, just casually saves a penalty after 12 minutes. Very nice. Bird's offside. You can kind of tell that the usual suspects aren't playing. We're not seeing as many highlights, and we're not producing as much. It says we've had 5 shots, but we're not, producing as many key highlights as what we normally do every game. It's like when I sit here most games, I sit and see a hell of a lot of key highlights. It's quite crazy. But that has been a very dull first half. Passionately, keep going, we can win this one. I'm hoping a bit of passion might get some of the youngsters kind of fired up a bit. It's something we need to do. We need to start producing young players to sell on at, profits of some sort, just to kind of keep the bank ticking over. And I do like to produce my own players. It's something I've always done. Oh, Powell, the man with the hair. I thought he was going to get a booking or something there, but he hasn't. Right, okay. We're clocking into the 60th minute now. So what I want to do is I want to inject a bit of pace up top. So I'm not going to go with Hughes. I'm actually going to go with a Tuhu. I know he's not technically a striker, okay, but he's trying to train in that position. I want him trained in that position, so I want to give him the opportunities in that position. We're also going to bring Stenson off for Hercules, and we're going to both give them we're going to give them both a team talk. We're going to passionately say we need to make a difference because we know he's capable of it. And Hercules, we're going to say the exact same because Hercules has been an absolute legend since coming in. So hopefully he can go out there today and pick up a good performance. Would be very nice. Raheem Banter has picked up a booking. We don't want that. I may consider bringing him off because when he gets booked, he tends to get a bit. Oh, Tom Bowler's picked up a knot. That's gonna. Yeah, sorry. There's something about to happen. But first things first, Hughes for Tom Bowler. I do not want Tom Bowler out injured. Hercules with a corner. Bird. Oh, they're going to hit us on the break. No, Seals picked it up. We just need to call Rennox there, tried to sling it through, but it didn't work out. We still got the ball though. Hercules, McGlinchey, Atuhu, Rennox, into Atuhu, and he has slotted it past the goalkeeper. So the youngster Rennox sets up Atuhu for his first goal of the season. He is starting to push towards being selected as a striker. A lovely header. I thought he tapped it in, but no, it was a header. Just very calmly dinked it in with his head. I like that. That was lovely. And the substitution has happened, so Hughes is on for Tom Bowler. I'm hoping we can see this out. Rennox has got an assist as well, so that's really good for him. Both him and Wilkins are over 7-point average, so 7.2, 7.4 for the pair of them. That's really good. I'm happy with that. Wilkins cutting that out there. He set up Hughes. Oh, and Hughes has had that save. That was a beautiful ball from Wilkins. Hercules sends in the corner. It's cleared away. Bird to Hercules. Sends it in. That's poor. Poor from Hercules. Naughty boy. Never mind. Not the end of the world. But all in all, I've been impressed. I mean, Wilkins is now on a 7.7. Rennox is on 7.3. Both of those guys have done well. Atuhu, I think I saw, was on 7.3 there as well. Here's Seal to Atuhu. That's been cleared away. Go on, Atuhu. Plays it in, and Hercules, the man, the legend, 5th goal of the season. Bow down. Bow down to that man. Sheldon Hercules. That is a beautiful ball in and straight through the goalkeeper. I love it. Absolutely love it. Atuhu's been good since he's come on. He's got a 7.8 now. Wilkins is up to an 8. Now, considering he gave a penalty away, that is bloody good going. Really good going. He's pushing for a start. I think I'm going to move him to the bench at least. Bird. Oh, and there's Hughes. Terrible goalkeeping, but Connor Hughes mops it up to make it 3-0 to the Shilton boys. Loving it. Look at that. Poor for the keeper. Hughes never going to miss. Tried his hardest to. Couldn't have got it as far away from it, much further away without missing, really. Are we going to get a 4th? We're going to sneak a 4th before the very end. That'd be nice. I don't think we are. Here's Shipley. Go on. Oh, Hughes was busting a knacker to get there, but he just didn't quite have it in him. And that is a fantastic 3-0 win. A very sort of slow first half. Wilkins man of the match. That is fantastic. Really pleased with that. Well done to the boys. You are going to get a very personal, passionate. I'm very pleased with you today. Really pleased with Wilkins getting man of the match. I think I may even start him in the next league game. He may have, Jeffs may have lost his place. Who knows? It could be a sad day for Mr. Jeffs. But we'll have a little look now and we'll see who we end up with in the first round proper, because that draw is coming up after this game. So bear with me, guys, and we'll have a little look at that in a second. Just coming back in here, disaster has struck. Tombola is out for 3 to 4 weeks. That is an absolute bummer. Really gutted, but Atuhu started to show signs that he can play up front. So we've got Clayton and Atuhu who are now sort of battling it out for that striker place alongside Mr. Hughes. We also have the kids sort of in the youth team that could perhaps one of them could put a push in, surprise a few of us, who knows. But Wilkins did make his debut. That was his debut. It was also Renix's, like we said, and he had a really good debut apart from the penalty, but we'll gloss over that. And saying that Atuhu finally scores after 31 hours of competitive football. Really? Wow, that's bad. But praise indeed passionately. You were superb, and I am probably going to start him in the next league game now because of his performance in that match. I think he did really well enough to warrant giving him the opportunity in that. And I've just realised something. I haven't showed you the league. I just suddenly clicked. I showed you the results, but I didn't show you the league. We are 2 matches behind Shawbury. They've actually finally dropped some points. They've been flying at the top. So we've got 2 games in hand on them. We've won 6 out of 6 so far on 18 points. So that's how the league looks at the minute. Next up, we've got these bad boys, and they are 7th in the league. So looking forward to that. But look at Tombola. 11 goals already. Marco Adagio. Oh, the Hinckley, the AFC Hinckley legend. Absolute legend. I wonder if we can get him. Yeah, we will. We'll have a go at him. We'll have a go at him. But let's have a look and see who we get in this draw, shall we? Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, we can't. We can't afford him. He wants too much of a pay rise. That's a bummer. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, so we're either going to be playing Shirebrook or Broomscombe and Thrupp in the first round of the FA Vase, or FA Vase, whatever you want to call it. So that's not too much of a bad draw. I'm quite pleased with that. We are away, which is rare. We seem to be getting a lot of these like cup games and stuff at home. So actually, what am I on about? We've been playing away. Why am I saying we're playing a lot of cup games at home when we're not? What am I on about? Just ignore that. We'll just gloss over that. Anyway, yeah, so another away game. We're playing more away, let's be honest. So I'm looking forward to that. Who are you? I like the look of you. Just from your name. You're a defender. I don't like the look of you now, I've seen you. But yeah, so guys, what a lovely little game that was. Really pleased. Got a good performance out of the youngsters Wilkins and Renix, so that's a bonus as well. A step in the right way, a step towards where, what sort of stuff the club wants to achieve. So I'm really happy with that. Guys, thank you so much for watching today. Hopefully you're still enjoying the series, and hopefully you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please remember to hit the like button down below, and I will see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.